Hello everyone, it's Jimmy. I'm stupidly locked in here, and welcome back to another video of Pokemon Black and White. In the last video, we completed the third set of the Battle Subway Super Single Line Chain, battles 15 through 21, and today we're just going to be continuing on with the streak with the fourth set of the Battle Subway Super Single Line Chain, battles 22 through 28. So here we go. I believe that starting from Battle 22 and onwards in the Battle Subway Super Single Line Chain, the opponent's Pokemon all have 31 IVs. Before they didn't have 31 IVs, but now all of them do. So the battles are going to be a lot tougher now. Emboar. Okay. I believe that Shadow Ball should be able to 2-hit KO this thing. The only thing I'm worried about is it possibly burning me, or if it uses Flame Charge against me, which it didn't. So that's good. And yep, it was able to do over half in Flamethrower. Please don't burn me. Please don't burn me. Wow, even the Flamethrower takes me down all the way to my Sash? Come on. And luckily I didn't get burned, and another Shadow Ball will finish the thing off. And the next Pokemon that she's going to send out is a Metagross. Perfect, perfect. These things are so annoying to face, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Destiny Bond on it. And it's going to use Meteor Mash against me, so it's going to take itself down with me. Haha, take that, Metagross. See, this is what I love about Destiny Bond so much in the Battle Subway or Battle Tower or Battle Frontier. It makes the battles go by a lot quicker, and it puts you into 2v1 situations, which you're pretty much almost always going to win. Like right now, I'm going up against a Probopass with the Garchomp, and I also have Scissor in the back, so there's no way I'm going to lose this battle now. And yep, there you go. Earthquake one-shots the Probopass, and holy crap, I have an ant crawling on my screen. That's not good at all, but sadly, I don't think there's a way that I can fix that or get the ant to disappear from my screen, you know, by blurring it out. So I'm just going to hope that it just stops crawling on my DS screen. Luckily, you guys should be able to see everything that's going on in the actual battle itself, so, you know, I really can't be bothered to re-upload this video again just to get rid of that ant. So, yeah, battle number 2, Espeon. I could just stay in and use Shadow Ball on it, but I'm actually going to switch out to Scissor here since Espeon can't do anything against Scissor. Like, none of its attacks are effective against Scissor. Scissor pretty much just walls this thing. Okay, it's going to use Psychic on me, and with the Psychic Gem, it actually does a lot more damage than I thought. It did almost half to me, so now I'm just going to use Bullet Punch on it, since Bullet Punch is priority and Espeon is pretty frail. Okay, one more Bullet Punch should finish the job on it. And there you go, Espeon is down. Alright, Claydol. And holy crap, this thing is faster than me. Come on, I was just about to knock it out with Bug Bite, but I guess I didn't look up its speed tier or nature or speed EVs in the Battle Subway. And yeah, I forget that I'm playing Pokemon Black and White, not Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, because in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, when I used Scissor on my team, I gave it 164 speed EVs, but in the Pokemon Battle Subway, I only gave it 4 speed EVs. I poured the rest of my EVs into the HP and attack, and holy crap, it's Quick Claw. Luckily it didn't get a flinch on me with Zen Headbutt, but still, Quick Claws can be so annoying in the Battle Subway or Battle Tower or Battle Frontier, but luckily Focus Sash is the best item in all Pokemon games ever. Especially in the Battle Subway and Battle Tower and Battle Frontier when the opponents never use any entry hazard moves against you. So you're pretty much always going to live with like 1 HP left with Focus Sash. Unless the first Pokemon that the opponent sends out is like a Tyranitar or an Abomasnow or a Pokemon that can use Weather against you. But yeah, the last Pokemon that the opponent just sent out was a Cofagrigus, and usually when the opponent only has 1 Pokemon left and I have at least 2 Pokemon left on my team, including Gengar, I'm always going to use Destiny Bond on the last turn, since the opponent is going to stupidly attack Gengar, and it's going to take itself down with me, and then I'll still have 1 Pokemon left on my team, and I'll be guaranteed to win the battle. You know, instead of just using Shadow Ball against it, which it might actually survive since Cofagrigus does have really high defenses. And it might, you know, knock me out, and it might even wall Garchomp since it does have really high defenses, and since I'm locked into Choice Scarf with Outrage, you know, and what if it has like a healing type of move, then I'd be screwed. But yeah, speaking of playing it safe, I'm actually going to switch out from Gengar to Scissor against this Mr. Mime here. Anytime I'm going up against a Psychic type trainer in the Battle Subway, I'm actually always going to switch out from Gengar to Scissor since these Psychic type Pokemon can't do anything against Scissor for the most part, and Scissor can pretty much destroy their Psychic type Pokemons in return with either Bug Bite or Bullet Punch. And this Spiritomb here, well, Spiritomb is going to be annoying and use Will-O-Wisp against me, but luckily I have Swords Dance with me. And so now Bug Bite at +2 should hopefully knock this thing out in one hit. Which it did. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, the last Pokemon that this trainer is going to send out is Vileplume, and I'm just going to use Bug Bite against it, and wow, that's the second time during this video so far that I thought I was faster than the opponent's Pokemon with Scissor, but it wasn't. And that Vileplume actually went first. Now I feel like an idiot using Bug Bite against it. And I ended up hitting myself in confusion, which took away a lot of my HP. Even though this Vileplume can't do anything against Scissor. Except for using Teeter Dance against me, which is just going to confuse me and, you know, force me to keep hitting myself in confusion, which takes away a lot of my HP, especially since I already used Swords Dance on it. Yeah, the higher your attack stat is, especially if you use the boosting type move like Swords Dance on it, the more HP you're going to lose when you end up hitting yourself in confusion. Luckily, I still had Garchomp and Gengar in the back with me, so I still would have won that battle anyway, even if Scissor went down, you know, due to all the times that it kept hitting itself in confusion. But, you know, it's just something to watch out for always in the Battle Subway. Alright, battle number 4 of this 4th set. And the Pokemon that she's going to send out first is a Gastrodon. Wow. These things are really bulky and have really high special defenses. So hopefully we can 2-hit KO this thing with Shadow Ball, or else, you know, we're going to be screwed since we don't really have a good switch in against this thing. And it's going to use Sandstorm against me, which is, you know, going to make me take some chip damage from the Sandstorm. And it restored its health with leftovers. Okay, this is going to be really close, guys. This is going to be close. Let's see if Shadow Ball can knock this thing out on the second turn. And it did. Wow, nice. Gengar, you are the best. You're the GOAT. Truly. And Medicham. These things stand no chance against Gengar, as Shadow Ball easily knocks this thing out. Yeah, Medichams have really bad defenses compared to Gastrodon. And the last Pokemon that this trainer is going to send out is Abomasnow. Guys and girls, this is exactly why I taught my Gengar Destiny Bond. So that whenever I'm going up against the opponent's last Pokemon in the Battle Subway or Battle Tower or Battle Frontier, I pretty much will always win the battle since the opponent is always going to attack me, knock me out, but then at the same time it's going to knock itself out. While I still have at least one other Pokemon on my team left, in this case 2, so I'm always going to win the battle no matter what. And see, look how fast that battle went. Alright, that was nice. Battle number 5 now. A pilot type trainer, wow, that's interesting. Pilot Phil. And it's going to use a Yanmega against me. I'm just going to use Thunderbolt against this since Yanmegas don't have really good special defense stats. But it's going to use Detect on the first turn. Oh, please don't tell me this thing has Speed Boost. Oh, luckily it doesn't have the Speed Boost ability, so I'm still going to outspeed it the next turn. And this should be able to knock out that Yanmega unless it has a Focus Sash or something on it. Okay, good, it didn't. Nice. Aerodactyl, wow. Should I switch out to Scissor here and eat a Rock type move or Dark type move, or I'm just gonna stay in and use Thunderbolt against it. And luckily I have Sash on Gengar, and luckily I was able to use Thunderbolt on it, and luckily I was not able to get flinched by that Rock Slide, since Rock Slide does have a really high flinch rate, like I believe it's like 30% or something, so that's really high. And Togekiss, instead of using Thunderbolt against it, I'm going to use Destiny Bond against it, which will pretty much guarantee that I win this battle and secure battle number 5 of this 4th set. Yeah, but even if that Aerodactyl knocked out Gengar before I was able to use Thunderbolt against it, I would have just safely sent out Scissor against it the next turn and easily knocked the thing out with Bullet Punch before it could even use an attack against me. Yeah, the good thing about Bullet Punch is that it always goes first unless the opponent is also using a priority type move. So Bullet Punch can literally one-hit KO Weavile and Aerodactyl among other Pokemon in the Battle Subway, Battle Tower, Battle Frontier. So it's what makes Scissors so good and so powerful in any Pokemon game that you're playing, no matter what generation it is. Alright, battle number 6, Licky Licky. These things can also be a pain in the ass to face, so I'm going to switch out to Scissor on this turn and give it the Swift superpower, as I really don't want this thing to be on the battlefield that much longer, because the longer these things are out on the battlefield, the less likely chance I'll have of winning this battle, since these things are really hard to put damage on and they're super annoying to face since they have good attack stats, special attack stat, and can learn a lot of TMs and coverage type moves that can be super effective against all of the Pokemon on your team. But luckily I was able to get a critical hit on the first turn against it, so yeah, that was clutch. Alright, Braviary. I'm going to switch out to Gengar here since I think that's going to use a normal type move against me. Oh, nope, it's going to use a flying type move against me, Brave Bird. And this thing is going to take me down to my Sash for sure, since Braviary does have really high attack stat and Brave Bird is a super powerful move. So I'm just going to use Thunderbolt against it, hopefully knock this thing out. Oh, but it has the Wakan Berry. Now I look like an idiot using Thunderbolt against that. I should have just used Destiny Bond against it. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Alright, let's just hope that Scissor can knock this thing out with a Bullet Punch on the next turn, or else I'm screwed. I might actually lose this battle then. Alright, come on. This is going to be close. This is going to be really close. And yes, I was able to knock out the Braviary with Bullet Punch, with Scissor. Alright, Roserade. Alright, these things can't do anything against Scissor, so I'm not super worried here. See, it's just going to waste my time by using Protect against me. And I'm just going to give it a Bullet Punch since I know that Roserades have pretty low physical defense stat. Oh, but somehow that Bullet Punch wasn't even able to do half of its health. And it's going to use Leech Seed against me now. And Protect. That is annoying. I'm going to use Swords Dance against this. See, I knew that it was going to use Protect on the very next turn, so this gives me the perfect opportunity to set up with Swords Dance while it tries to stall me out. And I'm just gonna keep using Bullet Punch against it. And that Black Sludge is really annoying too, since it restores its health. And haha, it was trying to use Protect against me again, but luckily it failed. And now one more Bullet Punch should be able to finish this thing off. Oh, but it's gonna use Protect now, so I'm gonna use one more Swords Dance on Scissor. And now I'll pretty much be at like +4 attack. And there's no way that this thing can survive any hit that I use against it now. So one more Bullet Punch should be able to finish off this Roserade. And yep, there you go. Roserade is down, and that's it for battle number 6 of this 4th set in the Battle Subway Super Single Line Chain. Yeah, that Roserade was a little bit annoying near the end, but luckily I was able to take it out with Scissor with not much problems at all, since, like I said, Roserade can't do anything against Scissor. Alright, one more battle and we're finally done with this 4th set in the Battle Subway Super Single Line Chain. And I just realized so far during this video so far that I haven't even had to send out Garchomp once during any of the previous battles so far. Like, I've only been using Gengar and Scissor. during my previous battles so far during this set, which is nice. It just shows how overpowered Gengar and Scizor are in the battle subway. And I'm going to switch out to Scizor here since I know that's going to use a dark type move against me. But it was able to get a critical hit off against me, which is annoying. So, it's going to use Dragon Dance on me. Wow. I'm kind of surprised that it didn't just attack me with the rock type move. But hey, I'm going to use super power against it. And but this thing has a Chople Berry. I should have used Bug Bite against it instead, or even Bola Punch, since I believe that Bola Punch still 2-hit KOs this thing. And luckily I have Bola Punch with me, so I'm gonna use it now since it used Dragon Dance against me the previous turn. So then the next turn it would knock me out with any of its attacks. Alright, Mian Xiao. I'm definitely gonna switch out to Gengar here since I know that it's gonna use a fighting type move against me. And yup, it just did high jump kick. Ha 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 ha. It just kept going and crashed. Yeah, the good thing about high jump kick is that whenever it misses, and it's always going to miss against Gengar, it's going to lose over half of its health. Or exactly half of its health every time that it keeps hitting itself. Whenever it misses with it. And the last Pokemon that the opponent is going to send out Zoroark. So I'm just going to use Destiny Bond. Since I know that Zoroark is going to use a dark type move against me, which will for sure knock out Gengar. See, Night Slash. And that is going to secure me win number 7 of this 4th set of the Battle Subway Super Single Line Chain. So with that, we have defeated all 7 trainers during this 4th set of the Battle Subway Super Single Line Chain. And we haven't had to send out Garchomp once during this entire video and set. So yeah, that's really nice. It proves that I didn't even need Garchomp in order to win any of these battles. But I'm just kidding, because I know I'm definitely going to need Garchomp later on during this Battle Subway Super Single Line Chain streak, especially when I fight the boss on Battle 49. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video, where we'll be taking on the 5th set of the Battle Subway Super Single Line Chain.